PCL and Morguard did such an incredible job on the base building fit up that they spared no expense and also really did it with a sense of style to preserve all of the incredible architecture that had existed in this place, and also to really showcase what we were trying to do. They shared our vision in being able to really have it come to fruition in a way that our guests are just delighted with. It was a partnership that I'll remember and treasure for the rest of my life. I just didn't expect a company that has the capacity of PCL to be able to pivot so quickly, to be able to be so inclusive in terms of the design process and the build out. I mean, we were here every single day together, and to be able to do it side by side in such a cooperative way is something that I never expected. PCL spent so much time up front with me explaining the different protocols that are needed to be able to work on a PCL site, but doing so in a way that I never felt judged, in a way that was very inclusive, a way that was very educational, and they spent a lot of time up front just building that degree of trust before we ever got in to start doing our own work, and it was terrific. PCL really drilled down on our design process, meeting with our architects, our engineers, and doing so in such a forward-thinking, proactive manner so that any issues were addressed beforehand, that they could understand, even though that they had their own direction coming from the landlord about the preserving and protecting and refurbishing of this place, that always our design ideas were taken into account and tried to accommodate whenever possible. This is not that it was my vision from the beginning. It was a joint vision that PCL put in, that Morguard put in, that all of the experiences I had before put in, and it was something that developed and changed over time to be the great thing that exists in its place right now. So they were instrumental in helping design the vision as much as just executing mine. They had their own vision and their own expertise that they brought in that would just make it be great. It was amazing to work with a project manager, superintendent who had their own vision about what would look great, what would feel great, even though he hasn't spent time building fine dining restaurants before. But he has an understanding of the design process and also the end goal, and seeing it transform during that process was extraordinary.